Although I feel like our lights are a little high.
Actually,
that looks good.
We look good.
Do I want that much leg showing? Maybe not. There we go. I'm gonna turn these lights on.
Hi guys. Hello. We are getting a behind the scenes lights on.
Pink lights. There we go. Oh, that's better. Okay, this is a little too much now. It's a delicate balance.
Delicate balance.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Delulu Canoes. We are going to get right to it because
we got a lot.
We're on time today. We have a lot to talk about.
And excuse us because we need to promote as well. We need to be promoting.
What are we promoting?
Just letting people know we're
on. Yes. You're right. I'm like, wait, what are we promoting? I forgot my
own. We're on our phone, so we're going to be promoting. But also, there's a lot of information that we're going to talk about today that excuse us in advance. We may need to fact check on our phones. So we know, I mean, it's a lot of information, but I want to make sure we fact check it so we're giving you the right information and we just don't spread lies.
Yeah, we don't want to spread misinformation. I can't even say that word. Misinformation. There should be a song. A lot of crazy like Miss, as in women.
What about Miss Independent? You could change it to Misinformation from Kelly Clarkson.
I mean, you could.
She's on our show today.
We're going to talk about Miss Kelly. Does it look weird to you on camera?
I look great.
I don't know about you,
but I look great.
So, who would like to go first?
You know what? I should go first.
Do you want to go first?
Yes. We're going to talk about the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. You know, there was a little TikTok thing of like the piccolos. Yeah. I think there was like 120 piccolos that were doing the little march of like Independence Day. And you know how it's like so Independence Day with the little piccolo.
I love it.
Anyway, I just think it's a funny instrument.
It is.
Think about like
it's a smaller flute.
Yes, and it was usually the men out in the battlefields who had those little small piccolo instruments.
Really?
And yeah, it's really odd.
Look at you educating me.
Yeah. But just think about like, all right, you have the Star Spangled Banner, then you have like the Stars and Stripes, and then you have the like other army pride songs. But
all the other ones that we all know and love
have that piccolo instrument, and it's like a bunch of piccolos, which you only need one. You only need one because they're super high pitched. They cut through the sound.
Yeah. Well, higher sounds, don't they cut through more?
Yeah.
Like the vibration of it or whatever.
But you know what? I during the holidays or during football season, college football, I tend to like help with the bands for the marching bands. And it's something cool to see like the band march in front of you for like parades and stuff. And then you have the piccolo section that come by, and it's just like super. They're always with the trills, a little. Yeah, it's like so cool. I'm like, oh, how prideful. I think I should have learned the freaking piccolo.
What instrument do you play now?
I played the drums because I thought it was awesome to march with the cymbals.
Did you do marching band?
No, because my band decided to be very like cool and not march their cymbals. So we had a drum line without cymbals. The cymbals were in the front pit. So my whole life of wanting to be a part of marching was a freaking lie.
Because I was gonna say, Chrissy was in marching band. You both could do like your own like marching band moment.
But I was this close to being a drum major, though.
Ooh, yes. That would have changed your life.
That would have changed a lot of my life.
That would have been very different.
It would have been odd also because I'm not a music major, but I am powerful at commanding control.
You really are.
And
I've seen a clip of you in rehearsals.
Oh yeah, I demand control. So to be able to be like, good, turn, hut, go.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, hey, attention. Oh yeah.
I love that for you.
If anyone knows Band 10 Hut Go, good for you. You don't?
All I know is 5, 6, 7, 8.
Which is Don's that's team. Good.
Don's team.
But there's also for the marchers, the real legit marchers, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
Yes,
8
yes,
and 1.
Yeah,
with the heel popping up. Ooh. I remember those days.
I can hear Chrissy being triggered.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
In a positive way. Oh, I see.
8 and 1.
Bubble.
Bubbles.
So is that your?
No, that wasn't my 5 minutes.
That was just your intro.
I just went off on a little tangent. I apologize.
Go off. It's okay. You were excited. We were talking about 4th of July. Oh my God. Tell us about what you did on 4th of July.
Let me tell you, the 4th of July. So, oh my gosh, it was so far for you, but you should have come. It was like in my little neighborhood. You should have come to see it. But there's a little park. There's a park called like Valley Village Park, and they have this huge 4th of July thing.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, well, I need to promote the gym, so let me go get my banner, let me go get my table, and let me just like promote people to come to the gym. I bought these beads, not this one I'm wearing, this is expensive, but I bought beads, Mardi Gras beads, red, white, and blue. I bought flags, I bought stickers, and everything had the NoHo Gym logo on it.
Mhm.
Like I got business cards, punctured holes in them, and then put them in the beads so I could pass them out that they would have the information for the gym.
Mhm.
World's best boss.
I was just swinging it around.
You are.
But it was not intentional. I'm so
She
glad
wants
you.
to take away from me. She just has to take
No,
away.
please keep going. No,
I will.
don't. No,
I'm going. I still my 5 minutes. So, so I had over 250 items, basically necklaces and stickers and flags that I was passing out to people. They had about 1,000 people show up to this parade.
Wow.
They had over like 500 corn dogs, 500 donuts, and it was just such an awesome experience to be with like everyone in a crowd, and we were all like happy to be there and everyone carrying their flag. There was an odd moment where the cops decided to like get on their intercom on a helicopter and wish the crowd a 4th of July, happy 4th of July. There's nothing more scary than a cop on a helicopter, super close to you, circling, and then going out to.
Can't hear.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. It's so loud. I'm like, do we need to run or what's going on?
Is there a threat?
The dogs are barking.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
afraid. There's wind going everywhere.
Who thought that was a good idea?
It was dumb.
Why did our tax dollars go to that?
So finally, we're like, okay, thank you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. It was odd.
But it was fun though. It sounds like you had a good time.
I loved it. And then I was like, not finished because I was like, there's still more to do for my business. So I found out that there was a block party like a street away from my gym.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, let's go check out this block party. And there was this awesome guitarist that was playing the national anthem, who is the son of Fred Zappa. I said it wrong. All right. Zappa. Shoot.
Zip
Zappa, who's a very famous like guitarist.
I want to say
Zappa,
but I also am uncultured. So.
No. Let's see. You know, this is the best time to get the chat involved. Does anybody know who a guitarist by the name of Frank Zappa? Yeah, his son was there because Frank Zappa's dead. But thank you, Albert.
Rip.
Yes. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Frank Zappa's son was there, and he was playing the national anthem. And this is the most embarrassing thing, you guys. I had an embarrassing moment. So Frank Zappa's son, who his son and his daughter have crazy names like Moon and something crazy.
Okay.
They were known for their crazy names.
Yeah.
The son is where the son who played the national anthem. Yeah, see Zappa, you guys got it. Had hats on.
Yes.
Had hats on, and it was saying like the band's name. But him and this other guy were wearing a red hat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, "Hey, what's up, you guys? Cool. What's your hats about?" They're like, "Oh, he used to be in a band." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. You're promoting the band." I just wanted to make sure it's not another gym in the area because I just opened up a gym. And I was like, "No, it's a pretty legit band that I should have known about."
Oh
no! So I was like, backing my
You're like, sorry, just trying to make a bad joke.
Exactly. And I played it up well, but I was just like, just want to make sure you're not another gym in the area, you know, and the little competition. He was like, no. And I was like, here's our card. Come visit us at the gym.
You're like, it'll be awkward if
you're working out and paying
like, work out. I don't tell jokes. I don't do stand-up comedy. That's why I started a gym.
So it was successful. I think it was a great night. I really was excited for the day. I slept the next day, and yeah, it was that was my weekend.
Oh, I love that. 4th of July, so fun. I actually did a lot this weekend. I was gonna like make bullet points, which I think we need to get better about is like writing our fun, exciting bullet points where we did. But I'm gonna try to keep it short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see all the drumline comments too? Almost did.
What? High school.
Somebody has a dare in the
core memories unlocked. Oh my god! I'm like, you know what? High school was fun. We should let's all relive our high school moments. No. I was in so many extracurricular activities, student council, national honor and blah, 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 band, theater. I don't remember being in class ever. I don't even know how I got a diploma.
Really?
I don't remember any of my class time.
Wow, I remember a lot of
I was always out.
It was not great.
You were in class.
I don't feel like you were missing a lot. I mean, I was in a bunch of like extracurriculums too. I did Studio Dance Academy as well, but like class sucked. But speaking of things that don't suck, I went to AX this weekend, so it was an anime convention expo. Do not start the timer. You did not even make yourself a timer.
Go.
Okay. Anyways, you did not even start this timer for yourself.
I know.
Anyways, went to Anime Expo. It was my first time going, so I didn't really know what to expect. Didn't really know like what the vibes were going to be. But I actually met a ton of people there that I didn't know. A lot of them were already following me, which was very flattering. But I was like, oh, cool. Now I'm following you. Haha. And like it was very interesting because like the anime community is very different than the cosplay. I mean, it's still part of the cosplay umbrella. It's like the comic book community. They're two like very different circles that like overlap. Kind of vibes, and everybody there was super nice. There was a couple moments where I felt like a little bit like I wasn't wearing like a very popular cosplay. So there's a couple times where I was like, man, if we had like our bigger group, I bet this would have like hit harder. Because I was kind of like a +1 character to somebody else's character, which I'm cool with. Like it's not always having to be about me. I love when it's about somebody else. I love not being like the main character.
I was gonna say, were you like Robin and the other person was Batman, or were you Batman?
No, I was like the coffee cup that Robin drinks out of characters.
Oh my god!
No, I'm kidding. Like it's not that bad.
Clues.
It's not that bad. But like I kept getting called. I'll just say what it is. I kept getting called Tiny Tina when like my character was Gage. So that also was like, I was trying not to take that personally that people didn't know. And then I also kept getting like, I didn't know that that was you a lot because I was wearing a very different wig than what I normally wear. My makeup was done very differently. So it's like, kudos to me that I didn't really look like myself, but also kind of sad because I wasn't as popular that day at all. And it was Saturday. Should have been like the peak day. Should have been like really busy. I was not. And that's okay. So overall, I would definitely do this convention again because like, I don't really celebrate 4th of July. I usually end up making all my birthday content on 4th of July, so that way I don't have to on my actual birthday. And now I don't have any birthday content, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I know I didn't think this through. Like I might just like order a donut and put a candle in it and like blow it out.
You kind of hit the point that her birthday is tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Birthday tomorrow.
Telemarketing.
Don't really have plans. Don't really have plans for tomorrow. I'm just gonna like drive around and get all like the birthday freebies. So I'm like downloading all the apps today to make sure I have everything, so that way I can go do that.
JPB Fitness has a freebie
on your birthday. What do you get?
You get
an
LGBTQ plus sticker is what you get.
I'll stop by. I'll pick up another sticker.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, let me know if there's a good time. But
anytime's a good time.
Oh well, I don't want to interrupt if you're actually recording someone and be like,
but for my sticker.
Yeah, I'm here for my birthday sticker. Thank you. But I'll put you in the promo if you actually want. Because I'm going to do a video where it's like, these are the things I got for my birthday. Like, I'm actually going to do that whole thing.
I'll give you a birthday dance. Can you do that?
Sure. You can give whatever you want.
I'll give it to you.
So that's kind of my plans for tomorrow. And then I also did my very first Whatnot stream last night. A lot of you were there. And it was an incredible debut stream. And for those of you that are watching that maybe don't know what Whatnot is a platform that is basically like eBay and like TikTok Shop had a baby. And what you do is that like you sit in front of your live streamed camera, which you can use your phone, anything, and you sell and like your audience gets to like bid for items that you have. Or you could legit just be like, who wants to buy this? And the first person to snatch it gets it. Like, it's just such a fun, like, I had a good time. We stayed on way longer than we intended to. Luckily, I had Adam to come help me. So it helped like keep things organized. And everything's already shipped out this morning. Like, we are on it. Lots of people inquiring like when the next stream will be, probably next month, because I don't think I'm going to do it more than once a month. It was a lot. Like, it was really cool, very fun, but like, I don't think people know the pre-prep and the post-prep is a lot of work. Like in total, aside from the 2-hour stream, 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours beforehand, and 2 hours to pack the orders, it's like a full-time job. But I absolutely loved that people, like, I started painting recently again, just like making like 3D like sculpture paintings. And all of them went for like well above what I thought that they were going to sell for. So it's kind of, it's nice to feel validated for my art and not just me.
Exactly.
And that's been like a really fun thing, an aging thing that I've really like grasped onto lately because like you can't control if you're in a project or if you're not. You can't control how people are going to perceive you, but you can control like what's in front of you. And it's really cool to like make something with my hands and see people value it, you know?
That's
So
sweet.
I'm trying to like hang on to that a little bit and like let that bring me joy because I haven't really felt the joy lately. Except for today. Like we really killed it earlier at the gym.
We did.
We really did. Like I felt good about that. But yeah, I'm just kind of like I don't know. I feel like I just need to be.
She had to change your day on me just because she's like, my birthday's tomorrow. Can I come in today? I'm like, oh yes, just ruin my schedule.
I know, right? I was like, my birthday's tomorrow.
Can I come in today? And I want to
mix up your schedule. And then I had the audacity to come in and be like, so I'm gonna modify the workout. But then I did it. Like I literally lied my way through that workout.
Today. She was like, by the way, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna modify. And I was like, okay.
I was like, I'll just modify and adjust. You're like, hey, then why did I write up this thing? And then I did the whole thing anyways.
She did.
And I tried to lift heavier. So
that's the thing. Man, this is what you have to do with your women. You know, you gotta make them believe that they have the power when you got the power all along.
Yeah, no, man. You just have to shut the F up. No, man.
Shut it up. Just shut it up. Oh my gosh.
No, but yeah, I actually felt like a lot better after I left. Like I felt like, yeah, this is I'm on the right way. I've been feeling like I don't want to get too into it.
Oh, here it is.
But I've just been feeling like below vibrations lately. And normally in July I don't feel this way, so I think it's just like a foreign feeling for me. But
it's because you're turning 22. 22?
26.
Oh. 26.
Maybe the after 25.
It's after 25.
25 is my
after 25 vibes.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I cried. I told you before. I cried at 25. It's horrible. It was
midlife crisis. You also cried at 30, so I've got a lot to look forward to, eh?
Yeah, I cried at 30. Cried at 35. Cried at 40. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Camus wants to know how was it modified. So normally when like I'll work out with you. Well, we haven't really been doing like circuits in a bit. So I think that also was a nice change of pace. So normally when I come in to work out with you, you kind of have like a plan of like, oh, we're gonna do this, and this. And like I have it written out, but like it's like we're doing a circuit, here's how we're gonna do it.
I gave Dare zero chance to get off schedule. I said, here's a schedule. We're doing all of this that's on the board. And she was like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, I tried. But she did everything that was on the board. So it was A+.
I committed to it. A+. See, you're falling more in love with Labubu every day.
Yeah, they're so
really
cute.
It's like an eBay auction, says Camus. You right. Whatnot was so much fun last night. Had a cupcake for your birthday. Maybe that's what I should do is I should DoorDash a cupcake and stick a candle in. Yay.
Remember I brought my rainbow cupcake when we did a podcast?
You did.
Yeah. And we tasted it.
Yeah.
And then it had food coloring, but you're like,
I'll eat it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll unalive myself.
Unalive it.
Try 38 sometime like me. Zero on his head. Don't recommend. No.
You know what? I do really need the number.
Honestly, I think the biggest takeaway as I'm getting older and more mature and more hormonally, I suppose, is like not to like plug your gym, but like you should try your best to go work out, not to like look good and not to just like for the vibes. You should go to just like maintain mobility. And I think this weird stigma around like, oh, I only go to the gym to look good or like, you know, and I go to the gym so that way when you're 60, 70, you still can move, you can twist, you can bend, because
it's crazy. I mean, we said it on my actual Delulu.
Yeah.
My actual one, we talked about how people have such a different mindset when it comes to working out that it's just like it's not there. You're not there for abs. You're not necessarily there to lose weight. You're not necessarily there to gain muscle. Like what you are there is to create movement and keep that movement going. You could be in great shape, but if you stay stagnant and you just like sit on a couch all day or sit behind a desk all day and get zero movement in your joints and your muscles, you're gonna start noticing a little bit more of your body feeling heavy and just like tired and the same routine over and over. So go into the gym, get a change of scenery, stop working out at home. I beg you to stop working out at home, not because I want you to spend money at the gym, but it's just like it's hard. You need a change, or go outside, do the workout outside. something that's going to change your mindset so you know you're out in a different place
Mhm.
and you don't go into those, oh, wait, I have to do that email. I have to go back to that email.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, I have to do that phone call. Like, it's so easy to cut that workout short and go back to your routine. So
I agree. Yeah,
that's my
good
message for the day.
All right, let's get into the news.
That's why I go to the gym and stay mobile since I'm always sitting. Yep.
Honestly, if you can afford to, get yourself and then treat yourself to it every week. You gotta treat it like it's a reward.
You know what? I'm gonna start like becoming what is it, a hologram that you put in your living room.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the first hologram fitness guy.
I hope so for you.
Thank you.
Do you want to lead all the topics today, or should I? I can help.
All right.
Let me contribute. So starting off today, we have Kesha. We talked a little bit about her last time where she was putting this pink little dot over all of her album art, which I thought was a very creative way to get people going, what? Why is there a pink dot on her thing? Gets people like engaged, excited, talking.
And we did. We talked about it. But you know what I did not do?
What did you not do?
Did not listen to the album.
Did her new album come out?
On July 4th.
Oh, I haven't. I think I've heard some of it actually. Like Boy Crazy, is that on there?
Maybe.
I think it's on there because I've heard Boy Crazy. We listened to it last night. Yeah, because I pulled up Kesha's music last night because I know Adam really hates that like Joyride.
It's a weird.
He hates it, but I love it. It tickles my brain in all the weird spots that need to be tickled. So we listened to
Joyride is in it.
Joyride, let's go.
There you go. Boy Crazy is in it. Glow. I wonder if that's like a different version of Glow. This place about to glow. Yeah, I think I've heard that version.
But speaking of Kesha, her tour is making waves on the internet because people are saying that her tour is not that exciting. And I would like to say that there was one creator who actually had some really great criticism because they all of her songs and mashed them into a giant mashup. So it's like she would start singing like I'm about to blow, and then it would just switch into the song. And people were saying that it felt like TikTok without your consent to scroll. So she was moving through the song so fast, and I think that that's great criticism for her team to see that like she creator used the example of like Taylor Swift impose this like it has to be a 3-hour show of all of my music. But it's like, no, it doesn't have to. Taking it into a giant mashup kind of ruins each of the songs.
I feel like it's very like she's an EDC vibe. Like it's very much you're gonna go, even though she's sober, you're gonna go do some stuff and you're gonna go feel some things and you're just gonna vibe and dance it out. Glitter everywhere. Dancing drums at work.
Yeah.
So it's just like going to her concert, I was turned off that it was at the Forum. I've been to the Forum before. You don't like it's a different vibe. Get me into a warehouse. Get me in to see you at a warehouse. I know you're super popular now. Like, then do Coachella, You gotta do something where it's just like, the vibe is there and it's gonna be different. But I don't know. I didn't feel like she was right for the Forum. And a lot of people are kind of feeling the same way.
So the tour choice, like the locations weren't the best, you would say?
I would say. I mean, Brad didn't do their tour there, I don't believe.
Oh yeah, see that's a good one that her team should follow.
Exactly. Whatever Brad did. It's the same people.
It's the same audience.
Same people.
Maybe though, but like same sort of situation.
But she's got some hits now. She's getting some hits.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't do Praying.
Like, oh yeah. I hope you're sound that song came up last night on my Whatnot stream, and I was just like, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's good when you're like, I don't know, blue.
Yeah, like my life right now. But I'm kidding. It's everything's
fine. She's fine.
It's fine. But yeah, I personally, after seeing the clips of Kesha, like I watched a few of them just to kind of get the vibe. Which I'm not a concert girly, so my opinion's kind of invalid here. But I hope her team saw that viral TikTok and is kind of going, okay, let's continue with this version of the show buy us some time, like maybe do another city, and then let's retake it and repiece it for another big city. Because I think she's doing it right with her comeback, because now she's not under that one guy's grasp anymore.
Yep,
I don't remember his
exactly.
name, but she's
You be right. You be right.
but also she's exciting, like you said, EDC. Like she should be really hitting up the rave community. That should be an easy collab, easy
They
collab.
love her already. They love
My
her already.
only fear with that would be maybe she's choosing not to because she is sober. So it could be her choice being like, I don't want to be in that community. That's tempting me a little too much.
But then she's got to put in the work a little because you're not a dancer. Like you're just not a dancer. So you're not going to give off that vibe.
Yeah.
Having dancers behind you is awesome.
Yeah.
You're not going to fly because we're done with flying.
Yes, I was going to talk about that too.
We're done with flying.
No more celebrities flying.
No, we don't need
no more.
Get them down. Get them down.
Grounded.
So yeah, we just
stay on the ground.
So there was, you know what? If you guys go to Costco, somebody put this on TikTok.
Oh no!
So you know at Costco they show you like the inflatable balloon, and it's like tilted sideways, or they'll show you a brand new lounge chair, but it's tilted sideways. It's up in the air, super high. Well, they had a lounge chair that was tilted sideways, and someone was filming it, and they were playing the Cowboy Carter.
Yes, they were like Beyonce.
We love you. We love, and I'm like, get her on the ground, and it was just a chair sideways.
That's amazing.
I was like, oh, I love the internet. It's fun.
I do.
It's fun here. It is super fun.
Speaking of things that are fun.
Oh.
Let me try to find something fun. Let's talk about pimple patches.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
JP's got a bit of a delulu about pimple patches.
A huge delulu.
I think it's very fascinating, and I would love for you to tell your take.
And I need you guys to side with one of us about this. Okay, just one of us needs to be right. All right, so here it is. Dara was wearing one today. Super cute. Oh, she has 3. Wow.
I wore latex.
How cute. How cute. Look, you can't see it. Fine. So there's this. Oh, there we go. Show for the. Thank you.
It's from my latex because I was sweating in the heat, and then it made me super cute.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I was ordering some coffee the other day, and there was this gentleman, who wanted to wear his pimple patch, and it was right here on the forehead, and it was obvious it was in the middle of your forehead, and it was obvious that it was a pimple patch because it wasn't centered, it wasn't nice, it was just like where pimples would be.
Where it would pop up.
Yeah. Okay.
Asymmetrical.
That's the word. Asymmetrical.
Asymmetry.
So then the person who's giving the coffee ends up saying, I like your sticker. And I'm like,
oh, he called it a sticker.
Yes.
Oh.
Or no, I like your star.
Okay.
I like your star. Aww. And in my mind, I was like, okay, first of all, it's a pimple patch. And obviously that person's wearing it because they're trying to cover the pimple. But if you're wearing one that's a color, like black, blue, green, whatever, and it's creating some attention to an area, especially on your face.
On your face, it's hard to ignore.
So do you acknowledge it or do you just shut up and keep it going? You don't need to talk about the star. So let me know, chat, what you think everyone needs to say if they address the sticker in the room or they just stay quiet and just like mind their own business because it's obviously not. It's there for a reason, but it's like, I don't know.
Curious if Chrissy is still in the chat because I would love to hear her take on it just because, like, she's a makeup and hair artist. Yes. And so, like, I would be curious to hear her take on the pimple patches.
This is what I think. You know those under eye?
Yeah, the under eye stickies.
Yes, under eye stickies. You go to Starbucks. You go pick that up. It's an early morning. You're grabbing that. You want understand what's going on. You understand that person's getting ready for a day, something, whatever. Like, cool. All right, here's your smoothie. Boom, go. Or coffee, smoothie, whatever.
Yeah, whatever they're getting.
But are you going to be the person to be like, hey, I like your under eyes. Hey, I like those under eye greens.
The patches.
Hey, those patches are cool.
So, hot take, I wouldn't wear the under eye patches out. That's more of like either a nighttime if I've worn a lot of makeup and my skin feels gross, or it's also like I wear it in the morning while I'm getting ready, but I remove it before I run out.
See, I put in the same category. It's like curlers. If you have curlers in your hair, like if somebody goes and orders a drink and I'm giving you the drink, I'm not going to say nice curlers.
Okay.
In your hair.
So you ignore the process.
Oh, yeah.
If they're out wearing the process.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to talk about it, you could be like, hey, did those stickers really work? Because I need some.
Yeah, I think that would have been an interesting take from the barista giving the beverage. I personally like.
I'm so
I don't know. No, it's okay. Like, I think it's okay to have a different opinion on it because, like, maybe for you, it feels like they're commenting on something that's like a flaw. Whereas, like, I just think the stickers sort of took something that, like, we all think is ugly as pimples. Like, there's not a person on this planet that's like, oh my God, their pimples are so sexy.
Yeah.
Like, they took something that's like, we all feel insecure about and made it fun and cute. So in my opinion, I do feel like it's okay to be like, oh, I like your patch, or like, oh, your star is really cute. But I don't know, because I wear them, and I would rather somebody acknowledge them than like get weird about it.
Elephant shaped stickers. We could be like, elephant in the room.
Your elephant in the room is so adorable.
Your elephant is super cute. It can embarrass the person wearing it, so no, I wouldn't acknowledge it.
Okay, so I'm also gonna ignore it.
Good.
Stay quiet in case you embarrass them. Elephant shaped stickers. Let's go. Chrissy goes, I'm still here. Yes. Oh, and she wrote, okay.
Okay, she had comments. Here it is.
Can you read it?
Yes. Freedom to express yourself, yep, and use it as an accessory to your outfit or aesthetic, yep. They come in various colors, yep. Okay, great. Here's the cons. They draw attention. If people don't know what they are, they look like stickers. If people know, it's hard not to acknowledge it. Yes.
It's up to the individual to decide if they want the attention or not. Yeah, they do make clear ones. Yeah, that's the other thing, is if you don't want the acknowledgement, then maybe the clear ones are the ones for you. Because I've worn those a couple times underneath makeup. If I have like a big thing happening and it's a really big day and I'm like, like music videos, or something where it's like, sure, I could pay the editor to go in and scribble it out in every frame, but like, I'm not made of money. So I would rather just wear like the little plastic, or not plastic, but the clear ones that have makeup over it. But yeah, I don't know.
It's just so strange to me. Yeah. I don't know why.
Have you worn one?
I have.
Okay, so is that why? Is that why?
Because I bought it clear. Obviously.
You bought it clear. You don't want me to know it.
I'm like, obviously, I'm covering up because I don't want you to notice.
Gotcha.
And if I get a black one in front of my face, I would be like, hey. What my star? Did it fall?
But can I point out your hypocrisy?
Where?
Because I came today to work out and you were like, "You're a pimple patch on your chest. I gotta talk to you about this."
I had to talk. I did call it out because I needed to talk about it for today's Delulu.
I agree. But it was appropriate.
It struck the nerve. Did you catch it?
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh my God, I'm dying right now. Oh. I am so.
Have some water.
I am
Don't
so
die. Have a
so triggered by it because
really? You're triggered?
Yes, I just bought in an amazing
way. Oh my God, you're crying.
I am because it's like.
Don't cry. You're gonna make me cry.
Oh.
Are you having low vibrations? You shouldn't be. Your gym was bumping today. My God.
Bumping.
I walked in today, was like, this is why I don't train on this day. It was so busy.
It was crazy.
And then I scared somebody away on your gym.
Anyways, they all ran away.
Chrissy says, dare. Treat it like the Band-Aid look you do on your nose. Yeah. See, I like I do the Band-Aid nose look.
You do. And then you have like those cute glasses.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing. If you have the Band-Aid nerd look and the glasses, are you going to call out like?
See, Camus didn't even know. I didn't know about this advanced anti-pimple technology. Could not read that word. Yeah, that's what they are. They're little stars. I think I've only seen the stars. I haven't seen any other fun ones. So I don't know.
Elephants. Albert's on the elephants.
Albert, let's do the elephants. But so it sounds kind of like.
What about like if you do the gold freckles?
50-50. Oh, like the star ones? I have those.
I know you do. But if you do them, they're obviously it's part of your makeup. It's cute. Yeah. Do you just say, "Oh, you look really cute today. That's a nice outfit," or do you say, "I like your freckles"?
So I like the freckles.
I get.
But the problem is that I do this I contribute to this like very not great trend on the internet where you draw your freckles on. And I do that, and all the girly pops kind of come for me because they're like, I was bullied for my freckles. And I'm like, I know, and I'm sorry, but I was not the one bullying you. And I'm celebrating your freckles by drawing them on. Please don't be mad at me. Because like they look good. I've never, obviously that's their own personal insecurity that they are dealing with. And like when they see somebody drawing it on, it bothers them. Mm-hmm. But like I just do it because I think it looks cute. And like I don't think I've ever looked at a person and been like, ugh, their freckles are ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just me. Like, I don't know. Who really knows?
All right.
Chrissy says stars, skulls, hearts, rainbows, Sanrio characters, bats. Wow. Damn.
She's like, they don't come in just circles.
She's like, Dare, you don't ever leave your house. So let me tell you.
Wow.
The downside of this if the shop is sold out of the clear ones, all that's left is the shape one.
That is fine. Which is why you also wouldn't say anything. And to me, you wouldn't say anything because that's what I think. I don't think you wore it to get my attention. It's like, oh shoot, they didn't have any clear ones. And now I could see it. Well, I'm looking at you in the face.
I'm glad that you brought this perspective up, because I think that it's good to be aware of like that somebody may feel like this. Yeah. Because I never even thought about it. So now I will be thinking about it. So thank you.
And if I wear a huge sticker on my face that says JPB Fitness, just know it's a pimple patch.
Yes, just no Jim.
Just right here on the forehead. A pimple patch.
Yes, get on that.
Welcome. You're
in
welcome.
all your free time.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of you're welcome, Ozzy Osbourne performed in a chair, which is super cool. Tell me more about this.
Okay, let's talk about Mr. Ozzy Osbourne.
You were trying to talk to me about it at the gym, and I was just
Ozzy Osbourne is 76 years old, and he does have an illness. The illness is what was it? Parkinson's. Yeah, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Oh, okay. And he actually stopped a concert that he planned to do probably about like maybe 5 years ago already. It's been a while. Wow. And so he finally came out and he did a concert this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool. He was in a chair. Like the King of Darkness is able to sit down.
Like in a wheelchair?
And no, he was not in a wheelchair. He was in a like a throne. Ooh. An awesome throne.
Okay.
And so it was a great concert. Epic All-Star farewell show.
Wow.
And with Black Sabbath too.
Wow.
And I think also his daughter Kelly Osbourne got engaged at that same concert.
Oh.
So now she's engaged.
Oh.
But
what a good memory for them.
Everyone seemed to be. It must be cool. I mean, that's a perfect example. We were talking about Kesha. The Prince of Darkness sat down on a throne, sang his song "Crazy Train" like this. I'm going on a crazy train. Awesome light, pyro behind him. Yeah. There was guitarist, and like the audience was loving it. Mm-hmm. So you're able to not be a dancer, performer, singer, and sit down on a chair and still rock the house. So Kesha, get it together.
Yeah, I think though it's a little bit. I don't want to say ableist isn't quite the right word, but like you would never go to his concert after it's been widely known that like he has Parkinson's and his age. You would never go to that concert and be like, wow, it was so boring. He sat the entire time. Whereas like if you went to Kesha's,
that's true,
and she did that. So I think there's also like a little bit of, you can't compare the two essentially, but I do think it is a great example of like you were saying, you don't have to go full send on every single song. There are moments and beats where you can stand there. Like if she does decide to sing Pray In, she could just take a break, no dancers, just her spotlight song. It's just her, the song, the microphone, and really sing it and like make people feel connected with her. And I, as a concert goer, not a concert goer, as somebody who doesn't go, I think that's the thing that's lacking the most is a lot of times it's them doing the routine, doing all the flips and the tricks and stuff, but not really connecting. And I think that's what we need more than ever is just people connecting with each other. Yes, I said that all completely backwards and then had to rephrase. I'm so sorry. Great job with it. My brain.
We do have some moments, some comments of people.
Yeah, let's read them.
They're talking about the glasses. They're going back to freckles and stuff. So bullied for wearing glasses, but they're not bothered by fashion glasses. I do wear glasses just to go out for fun.
Yeah, I wear like my fake ones with the lenses popped out.
See, that's kind of cool.
It's a trend.
That's so you know.
But I think also
then I would feel good commenting on like cool glasses.
Yeah.
But if you had glasses with lenses in, I would be quiet.
Really? Okay. I think a lot of media also is making things that people see as like, oh, I can't see as well, so I have to wear glasses. Or like, oh, my teeth aren't straight, I have to wear braces. They're really changing the narrative on things that used to be made fun of. Like in Wicked, Elphaba has glasses, but they're not just like nerd blocky ones. They were like really fun designed. There was a celebrity that had braces recently that now all of a sudden it's cool to have braces.
Oh no. And as someone who had braces, it's not cool.
I mean, I also had braces and I didn't think it was very cool, but I like that we're now taking power in owning those things.
Yeah.
So I say,
I mean, I
going.
loved every moment that I had braces on.
Really?
I was like, oh yeah, look at my. I could choose the color. I thought it was so cool to choose the brand colors.
Yeah.
Until like you were eating, and then they would change colors.
I had the clear ones that got stained.
See, yeah.
I hated it.
And as a Hispanic man who had a lot of soup that was like stained with tomato juices.
Yeah, yeah.
So you would start with red, white, and blue, and then be like green, red, and blue.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, why is it green?
It was bad.
Oh yeah.
Like I couldn't do pizza, no pasta sauces,
there
nothing
it is.
for years.
Oh, so you're like keeping black.
That's why I eat them all up.
Yeah, I did black. I just kept it black now.
So treat it the same way, says Chrissy. Shruggy face. I agree. Treat it the same way. If anyone's earned the right to do his show while seated the whole time, it's Ozzy.
It is. It really is. You know, good for him.
Positivity, dear.
He sounds so awesome too, and I so much kudos go to him for not just like pushing play and miming it.
Yeah.
Like he really was like, I'm gonna sing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, way to go. And yeah, he's still got it.
He was off his medications because he could perform. He was off his medications because he could perform to the best of his ability, even though it caused a lot of pain to walk around. That's why he needed the throne. Interesting. Thank you for that feedback.
That's pretty awesome.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Wow. I'm sure.
Facts
I'm sure it hurts. I know a lot of people with Parkinson's and the pain that goes with it. So
yeah.
Speaking of people who shouldn't be singing.
Speaking of pain to our ears.
I hate talking about it. I hate because every show we have to talk about it. And I try not to.
It's in the title.
It is. Jojo Siwa. What are you doing? Why?
Yeah.
Why, you guys?
I kind of want to play the audio. Should I find it?
You know what? Let's find it. Let's play it.
I don't think we'll get copyright claimed. Maybe we will.
You know what? I lost my voice on Monday. No, not Monday. That was like yesterday. I lost my voice on the day before 4th of July. I think Thursday. I literally woke up and didn't have any voice. And I was like, what's going on? And I don't know why. In my mind, because of 4th of July, I just kept thinking to myself, this would not be the day that I would have to sing the national anthem because I would not be able to sing. And I just kept playing like when I was alone, try to sing and just hear the cracking and like laugh at myself.
Yeah.
This person, Miss Siwa. Oh my God, she's loving it, you guys. She's loving.
Oops, it's 19 seconds, so we shouldn't get copyright claim.
Oh, get it closer. Do it again. What's worse about that is like it's on auto-tune on top of that.
You can hear the auto-tune in like two very noticeable moments, the last note. And like there was another one in there where it like pitch corrects her too. Yeah. Like, so it's making headlines because not only is she singing a very popular song, but she also looks very different. And I personally, I kind of like the look on her. I like the curly hair. I think it's very cute. But I do think
red flags. Super red flags.
I think there is nothing wrong with taking an existing song, recognizing that it's out of your range, it's out of your skill set, and taking it down, maybe not an octave, but take it down a little bit so you can hit the notes comfortably until you can figure out properly what your range is. Because I get told all the time that like, oh, you shouldn't sing that song, you don't have that range. When it's like, no, I actually do. I just mix and do things differently with my voice, as do you. We have different skulls. We have different, like, internal things happening when we sing. And I think it would have went over a little bit better if they just didn't put, obviously, as much auto-tune, as much pitch correcting, but just took it down a little bit. Like,
well, it's awesome that you bring that up because there's a little trend going on Facebook that is talking about the 10 top singers for a song. So recently, like Hopelessly Devoted to You, Olivia Newton-John, and talked about the 10 artists. So it started with Pink, and then it went to Ariana Grande, and then it went to Darren Criss from Glee, and it like started showing everyone of who this person wanted to rate.
Who was their favorite?
Who was their favorite? But it's so awesome to hear it because it's like, you know what? Even though each one of these artists have their own style, it's a great song, and they did an okay choice with it, but it doesn't fit every voice.
Right.
Ariana Grande had a super cool way of like flipping into her head voice, but it's also listening to that, you would be more like in a chill mood with your wine. But hearing Pink sing it, you're like at a concert. Sabrina Carpenter, she's at a concert. You're like, yes,
energy's high.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
So it's so true. Where it's like you got to find what works for you. And I don't know. There's a reason she's doing it. Who knows what the reason is? Maybe it has something to do with more fame.
Yes. Tinfoil hat for a second. Hear me out. We all know, especially us, because we've talked about it multiple times, that JoJo loves to create these moments online because it gets people talking about her. We are victims here. Hi, we are talking about her. And I personally feel like if I were to guess that even this visual segment is probably a tiny bit in the music video that she's going to put out and isn't the whole video. And I'm going to guess this is to get people talking about her singing again. Because even if all the comments are bad and it's like, you're a terrible singer, oh my gosh, she's so pitchy, the auto-tune, it's going to push her to people that are like, weirdly, I like it. Because if you put out 2 pieces of content, right? One where it's rage bait, and it'll pop off. It'll do really great, millions of views. It'll get people commenting, so it'll end up on people that like it.
Yeah.
Their For You page. Where it's like if she put out something that was good, simple, and like actually her singing, it wouldn't rage bait, and it would just only reach like I would say half of the amount of people, and she wouldn't be able to grow any kind of audience from it. So I don't know.
I just want to know, with that understanding, which you fall under it in a way because of
because I choose not to participate in rage bait.
And it's like, so do I allow people to talk badly about my singing, and who am I gaining knowledge from? So it's not like later on I could say, you know what, American Idol is going to give me 2 free tickets to pass out to any of my followers, whoever wants to view the show. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what way would be beneficial for who are you growing a partnership with? Because you're putting out bad content. People know that you can't sing. People know like your dancing is a little crazy. You're putting out red flags that you're bi, straight, now you're gay, lesbian, and then you're back to straight again. And it's just like you're ruining your relationship. So how, even though you're popular by being a fraud, are you
We're not picking your audience? I mean, I unfortunately think James Charles is a great example of this. Not to like pivot onto somebody else, but he was a makeup artist that got hit with messaging minors, and he should be behind bars because he was, exchanging photos back and forth with minors. He openly admitted by apologizing for it and then continues to do it, yet nothing bad happens to him. And I think there's still this floating piece of advice from Kris Jenner that's just in the air in Hollywood, where it's like any press is good press. Because remember, they took a schmexual fun corn time tape and built billions of dollars in all of her daughters and their careers. And it all cycles back to people were talking about it. Scandal. Why do you think magazines sell? Scandal. So it's like, even though she is, like you said, being like representing herself as fraudulent because she's not picking a niche and sticking with it. It's not even niching. It's like she doesn't know who her audience is anymore. And she's just trying all of the audiences out, when it's like, if you just picked one, you would find more success. But I also think it's because she grew up in the industry. Her mind is probably trained to just be like, rage bait, get the views, because social media is a drug at the end of the day.
And it's also, I don't know, I feel like if you put Miley Cyrus in there, let's say Miley Cyrus came out as a lesbian, or something that Disney said, you know what, you're no longer allowed to be who you are as, what's her character's name? Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. So it's like, you know what, whatever, we're cutting you out. Like, I still feel that Miley Cyrus has been so on top of it, like as an adult, where she knows, don't burn these bridges because you can use them again. You could come back. This is a little step, a little issue where, you know what, people may not like you because you burn the bridges of the LGBTQ community by saying something, but don't let them hate you, because if you're actually a good performer, I will say close to maybe Britney Spears, where you're not the singer, but you're also a great dancer and you could perform well.
Yeah.
They may forgive it and let you allow it to be back in.
Well, and Disney did with her, even though she did Wrecking Ball. You know what I mean? I think that's a perfect example of like, she did Wrecking Ball and did that like weird twerking performance on MTV. Yet Disney honored her as like, what is it? Like a Disney legend, Disney Hall of Fame or whatever. So it's like, maybe that's weirdly paving the way for JoJo to be like, doesn't matter, they'll still take you back. Because she even had an audition to play, apparently had an audition to play Rapunzel for Disney's live action.
It was bad.
Yeah, and people really liked the audition. I was like, I don't think you all understand acting if you
well, I mean, I'm not gonna say there's trolls, but what's the opposite of trolls?
Hype.
Fans.
Hype. Yeah, fan hype. Hype crew.
They're just like,
no matter what,
oh my God, that's
out.
Great. Anything you put out, they're like, great job. And you're like, I know, that was good.
So
delusional, delulu.
Delulu in the negative way.
She is delulu.
So I feel like if JoJo is watching this, our biggest piece of advice, I think, would be just like, I don't know that you should feel the rush to run to people and tell us so much information about you. I think there's a good, like how we haven't talked about Chapel Roan in a long time.
I miss her.
I think she finally got PR trained and is learning that you don't have to share every thought you have with the internet. Like, it's okay to take time and figure out like who you are, because she was in the industry at such a young age. I think she should take this time to like figure out who she is, work on herself, work on her relationships around her. And then when she feels comfortable and like, you know what, I think this is actually who I am, if she wants to share it, because we have to also acknowledge the fact that like, you can change what you're attracted to, but I think you should, spend some time with it.
Yeah.
She was on a reality TV show when she realized that she may not be gay anymore. Spend some time with it. Like, you don't have to announce to people. You don't owe us anything.
You don't.
Take some time. Take some time with yourself. Like, she's still kind of a child. Isn't she like 21?
She
22?
is. Hype Dare. Hype Dare.
Young.
Like the stream to Hype Dare. Oh, thank you, Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
Hopefully
me? Throw me in there too. All right. So
it's not all about you. My birthday's tomorrow. It's about me.
You're very right. So
the critics are going to force it and write a 20-page article about her singing. Oh yeah. Thought they were canceling Rapunzel after Snow White. They did cancel it, but JoJo leaked her tape, which is a big no-no in the acting industry.
Yep.
Disney legacy performers, pro-formers. Yeah, thank you.
You know what? It's.
Hi, Joe. By the way.
You know what? So our next three things are all negative.
No,
we do this.
No, I can end with a positive one.
Okay, keep it positive.
Because I have a good one.
Okay.
That we didn't write on the list because I don't think you wrote it down.
All right, good. So
we can end with this.
So the ICE situation is still pretty crazy here in Los Angeles. Yeah, it is totally. We started with those the protest, and then we had like where they shut down the freeway, and now like there was a big raid over at a huge park in Los Angeles.
Really?
And so they were having, it's called MacArthur Park, and they set up basically a line. What do you want to call it? Like a Red Rover line, where you're floating the line and you're like scanning the entire park. And they had horses, they had people ready to arrest, and they were just going down the entire park to find people who were illegal. But I mean, MacArthur Park is also known for homelessness. So I wonder if they were doing anything about that. Although I feel like they were not, because they were primarily ICE agents that were just there. Yep. And so it was kind of crazy just to see. It was supposed to be a summer camp. A lot of summer camps are starting. And a lot of events were happening in that park. And they actually had to shut down those events because you have all these kids outside playing, and then you see a line of like horses and cops and people just in like army gear coming down. Like it's freaky. So they had to like shut it all down, and everyone had to go inside. And now like these poor kids are not able to enjoy their camp for this entire week because they don't know like where they're able to go. And of course, these kids don't have any parents with them or any like legal information on them.
Right.
And they're just being attacked basically by the color of their skin.
Oh,
So it's like it's such a horrible situation, and it's just a horrible situation that we're dealing with right now. I know
don't bring the kids into this.
It's scary, and kids need a break. Kids need a break because with everything that's going on in the world that could be tragic, like I firmly believe in like let the kid live in this fairy tale as they're growing up. Don't grow them into don't make them grow up faster than they have to. The same thing with like if parents are going through a divorce, like fake it with the kids until you decide they're old enough to deal with the truth. And it's just touching because also with the Texas right now, Texas just had a major flooding if you're not aware of.
Before you get into that,
before you there,
Joe actually brought up a really interesting point.
Tell us, Joe.
Was it Joe? Or no, Matthew did. I'm surprised it didn't hit the papers worldwide, which is it's really fascinating, which is why we keep talking about it. I know there's a lot of you that keep telling me on other platforms that like I don't like when you get political. I don't like when you talk about it on Delulu Canoes, which is why I'm not going to listen. And the thing is that like we are walking outside our door and it's literally happening everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. And like you had stated, Matthew, it's not in the papers. It's not making top news. Jojo Siwa is, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think weirdly in a way with our platforms, it is our job essentially to at least raise awareness without showing a bias, but we will show a little bit of a bias. So
no, and it's
important to talk about.
It's super important because it's kind of I mean the same thing going with what do you call it, the flood in Texas. I mean there's some newses that are going to talk about it and some people that are not. Yeah, and it's just like if it's relevant for right now, we'll mention it. But if it's something. My parents live in Texas right now, and they're constantly watching it on CNN or whatever. They're just like on the news, and they're constantly. No, luckily they're not. They're far away. That's good. But
do we know what city it was in?
It was in It's by San Antonio. It's called San. Let's see.
San Rio.
The flooding in Texas. Sorry, the area is bum bum bum. Wow. So
regardless of political views,
yeah, the death toll has come up to at least 104 people have passed.
Oh my gosh.
And so there is it's in Texas. It's over Kerr Country. Oh. So or Kerr County, not country, which is close to San Antonio.
Which I didn't even hear about this either. Granted, I was at an anime con, so I was in like that kawaii anime bubble for a little bit. But it is very fascinating to see like worldly events and tragedies. Like how many passed away?
104.
Insane,
And in a matter of minutes, because it actually happened overnight. So in 40 minutes, they're saying in 40 minutes is when the whole flood happened. So and
it's devastating.
Like. It's people from Italy. I have my in-laws in Italy were like, hey, we know about this in Texas. Is your family okay? What's going on? I was like, yeah, my family's fine. But it's there was a camp there. There was another camp for children, and they were told to stay inside their tents or stay inside their cabins, and they are missing. There are a lot of children missing from the what is the camp called? What is the camp called? Texas flooding camp. Anyways, Camp Mystic. 24 campers and counselors have been lost in Texas. So it's crazy because it happened at night between the hours of like 1 and 4 a.m.
So people didn't even have time to get prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we know what caused? I mean, I know it was the rain, but like it rained in the evening, and then that's what caused the flooding?
It was a heavy rain storm that was known that was going to happen, and it was alerted. They sent out 2 alarms, one at 1 a.m. and one at 4 to let people know like danger is on the way. The flooding is happening. You get to a higher ground, and a lot of people were still in bed, so they weren't able to be informed.
That's so sad.
There's another political stuff in there, but I won't get into that section. But there was someone who was supposed to let people know, and that role was terminated. So they were not able to inform the families or the people on how to get to higher grounds.
Wow.
But it's just, I mean, in 40 minutes, they said in 40 minutes, it raised like over 30 feet or close to 30 feet of water. Like, what?
The weather, man.
Hey, don't mess with Mother Nature.
This is why we need to take care of our planet.
Yeah, we need to take care of it. Take care of it.
Also,
like, this is something my mom would never let me go to camp. I wanted to go to camp so many times.
Now your mom's
my mom's like, see, that's why I didn't let you go. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
it's dangerous out there.
I was like, I would be singing like it's raining men outside, and I would have been outside. I would have been awake. It's raining men on my little canoe.
Yeah.
My Delulu canoe.
Sorry, I lost our spot. Yeah, very sad. So
spin it around.
I do have a positive thing, but I also have a very concerning thing.
Oh.
So let's do the concerning thing. This will be really interesting. I hope maybe to some people. Oh, hang on. I heard about the camp video. There's a video of cabins floating. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Mm-hmm. It was an avoidable loss of life. Yes.
I did hear that too.
Heavy rains that did not move very fast. I'm gagged. The discourse I've seen over the flood and the aftermath has been largely toxic. I don't like it. Oh, so sad. Speaking of sad, but sort of concerning, apparently TikTok in the US is being shut down officially. And they're making an app platform similar to TikTok. Sounds like it's still run by the same people, but it's going to be called M3 is what I've seen. Which sounds like Musical.ly 2. Musical.ly 3. I don't know. Very interesting. Everyone is not really sure how to feel about it. It's starting September 5th. And allegedly, all of our data from TikTok will be switched over. So all of us will still have the same amount of followers and same amount, like the content will all apparently still be there. Truly, I don't believe it. I feel like they're going to make us all start over. And there's a lot of talk about why it's happening. And because we don't want to get too in political territory. But there is a lot of conspiracy theorists out there that do feel as if that is why it's happening, because they want to integrate more politics into it. I don't know. I do think it's very fascinating that they are making a new version. I'm curious to see how many people will actually follow through with the switchover, or
if it'll die down.
I know people, it's kind of like Blue Sky. People were all excited by it because it's not owned by anyone, yet you go on there and no one's really on there. So I feel like we just need to get like weirdly more influencers together and content creators to like push out the new app, because everyone's saying the same things no matter where you are. It's like, we don't want it run by politics. We don't want it run by a billionaire. We don't want it run by like a person. We'd rather it be like a company or like a small creator. So it's like, okay, then someone needs to do it. Like we're kind of all in this like waiting game. So I'm hoping somebody will come forward.
It'll be run by AI.
Oh no, that'll be even worse. Nope, we all don't want to run by AI.
No, we don't.
But speaking of good things that we do want to end the episode, there's a new show on Netflix called K-pop Demon Hunter.
K-pop Demon Hunter.
It's the worst title I've ever heard of, and it really made me not want to watch it. But Chrissy was like, "Girl, you need to actually watch this. It's really good." And I was kind of like, "Okay, maybe I will." And then I finally did, because it's only an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Very, very short. And the story does have some holes in it, I will say. Did find out that some of it got deleted. But the songs in it are amazing. Like it's bringing a whole new audience to K-pop.
Is it bringing sexy back?
Yeah, I'd say so, because there's a lot of people like in on the relationship that like happens and develops in it. So people are like, oh my God. It's getting people to because there's only one movie out there. There's talks of a second, but like it'll take a long time to do because the animation style takes a while. There's people that are taking this film that's doing very well and saying, if you like this film, you should support these other projects by small artists. And I think that is amazing.
That's pretty fun.
All the creators that are doing that, praise, because like that's such a good way to get people to support small artists and other projects that could be as big and popular. And I was playing some of the music during my Whatnot stream last night. So if there was like some music in there that you really liked, that's probably where it's from. Yeah, I think it's really great that it's performing well. People are really like loving it. A lot of the story has to do essentially with like your past and like how to deal with your past. And I think that's also really cool. It's like teaching us all to be like okay with the fact that we make mistakes and how do we grow from it.
Mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like you would really like some of the music. Like I kind of want to send you some so you could like blast it in the gym. It's very cute.
I'm always looking
Cute
for
coding.
fun music at the gym.
Yeah. And their songs, the two bands that are in it that are K-pop bands, they're like battling for the top spots on Spotify, which is amazing because the singing in it is so good. So good.
Well, send it to me. Post it in the link.
I will.
So that
K-pop
we
Demon
have-
Hunters is so hype. Yeah. Geez. It's apparently going to be connected to the TikTok worldwide. Connected, I think is what you mean.
I like connected.
I like connected. Self-acceptance, growth, all that jazz. Yes. Fun fact, one of the Saja boys singing voices is Kevin Wu, formerly K-pop group UKISS. Oh, I love that. I love when they bring people that are amazingly talented into it. Maybe I'll check this out. The Saja boys have overtaken BTS on the charts. It's crazy, isn't it?
Beep, beep, beep.
We love that. You like my Mickey? It's number 4 on Netflix. Yeah.
See, they
Love.
know all about it.
It's nice to see that Disney isn't the king of animation anymore because I feel like they're kind of falling apart. And they need to see that, like, we need new stories. People like new stories. Stop doing the live actions for a bit. Like, chill. Do some animating again.
Like
Get back.
Elio.
Was that one good? Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it.
I haven't either. I'm a little behind on Disney stuff.
I hear there's a gay theme behind it.
Ooh.
So I should watch it.
We shall.
I'll get back to you.
But on that note, we're a little bit over on time.
Oops.
I know you've got places to be, people to train.
I'm going to go get a haircut.
Oh, well, happy early birthday, me.
Yeah, happy early birthday to Dare. This one right here.
Yeah, if you would like to give me a birthday gift that is virtual, I would love for you to share Delulu Canoe and Delulu Canoes with your friends.
Yay.
Because we are slowly growing in subscribers, and I love that, but it'd be super great if you could just watch one of your favorite episodes again, share with your friends.
Share it, you guys. Support
post on the
doesn't
internet.
mean money.
Repost on
so
TikTok.
Easy to post and share.
That'd be a great birthday
So
present.
Do it.
And also share my music with
Or
other
I was
people.
gonna say, even with music, like,
share my music.
It doesn't cost anything. Just share it.
Please
Get the word out.
My new song is a very summer bop.
It is. Boopity pop up.
You can try to keep me
Oh,
out.
give it.
Nobody can.
And comment on her
put
dress
me
today. She looks
down.
super
Yeah,
cute.
Yeah, so go do all the things. Thank you all so much. I will see you all tomorrow because I'll be doing a birthday unboxing stream on Twitch.
Yes, you will.
I still have to promote it and do all that stuff.
Uh-oh.
But anyways,
You heard it here first.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Subscribe, tell your friends.
Woo.
Share the canoe with your friends. Your girly pops.
Girly pop.
Your lavender fiance. Do it.
Do it.
Okay,
Please. Bye.
I like that you're the one that hangs